Andrew Jackson. Thanks for joining us. We have here a really exciting game tonight. We are going to be watching Lee Sedol versus Ke in the 2015 Samsung Cup semifinals. So, hello. I hope everything is going well with you and you're having a happy Monday. It's really exciting we're able to get this game together with the cooperation from the KBA. And, of course, I have here a special guest. We have a commenter, Myung-won Kim, 9-dan professional, who's going to be helping explain what's been going on in this wild game to us. Hi, Myung-won. How's it going?
Oh, hi, how are you? Yeah,
Hey.
I'm glad to be here. And it's really, it's going to be really exciting game.
It looks that way, doesn't it? It looks like it's going to be pretty crazy already. So I can't
Right.
wait to see what happens. So we can switch over to your demo board at any point, but I guess first we should probably introduce the players. So Black is Lee Sedol, and Lee Sedol I don't think needs that much introduction. He has won a major title every year, sometimes multiple major titles a year, every year since 2004. So I think
Right.
he's been pretty undisputed champ in Korea, with the exception of the last 2 years where Park Jung-won has really been challenging him for dominance, right? And
Right. And
go ahead.
yeah, he won 4 titles for this game, this Samsung Cup only.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Four-
so he did it.
he's
Yeah,
won the Samsung Cup 4 times.
right.
Yeah, and at $250,000 each, give or take, that's $1 million in winnings just in this major title alone, which is pretty impressive. Ke is a rising star. He's only 18 years old. He
Oh,
turned,
yeah, I was surprised too.
Yeah, he's so
only
young.
18.
He turned pro
Right.
at age 11, and had been kind of unremarkable until 2014, where he seemed to make a real breakthrough. He apparently was playing in the Chinese City League. The Chinese they have a league where each team, it's kind of like pro baseball or football, where each city has its own team that they sponsor. And he won 13 games consecutively, 13 games in a row in the City League, and he was actually on the same team as Park Jung-won. So Park Jung-won and Ke actually apparently played together a lot as part of the City League team. And so Ke became well known when he beat Park Jung-won in the Bailing Cup, which was another major international tournament with a grand prize of also over $200,000. And when he defeated Park Jung-won 2-0 in the semifinals, I think a lot of people said, wow, who is this kid? So I think that sort of really galvanized his entrance into sort of the collective consciousness. And now here he is at the Samsung Cup, where we're looking forward to quite a show here. So this is going to be 2 out of 3. So Myung-won, so going into this game, who do you think stands to be the favorite? They've never played before, right? This is the first time the two players have played?
That was very interesting too. I saw news in Korea, and everyone says, "Oh, really? They have met before?" It seems like they should have met several times at least. But yeah, this is their first time.
It seems like they should have been able to play, but they haven't, and so this is the first one ever. So again, like this is a really anticipated game. I think that the viewership numbers in Korea are expected to be very high, because this is sort of Ke also, I should point out, after beating Park Jung-won, is ranked number 1 in China, and Lee Sedol is number 2 in Korea. So this is a really highly seeded matchup. I think it's going to be pretty great. And so far from the game, it doesn't look like we've had a peaceful game so far, huh?
No, right now it's a very severe fighting, and so much very intensive reading.
Right.
Right now, both players have. So yeah, he should leave. No, this on.
Oh, let's switch to your demo board here so we can have a look at what you're going to show us. So you're expecting that he will live right there. So right now we're looking at Myung-won Kim is controlling the demo board, the large one on the right, and then the smaller board in the upper left is the actual game board, which will be updated as moves come in. So go ahead. You say you think he should live there at J2?
Yes, he should live on the bottom side. Then white. No, if you look at the whole board, who do you think has more territory?
Right off the bat, I would say that white is probably doing okay, because black's large framework on the bottom has been fairly destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. So white has a lot of more territory than black has. So black should gain a lot by attacking both right side and left side.
So black needs to attack the right side group and make a lot of profit, as well as those two stones on the ninth line there on the left.
Right,
Right.
right. I think he was thinking about something like this one.
Uh huh.
I mean, if you can, he made this one as last move, right?
Yep.
But that's just like a connecting move. It doesn't really make any territory.
Sure.
So yeah, he was looking at something very severe move, something like this. If I block, then yeah, this is very good for black. It's not going to happen.
Hmm.
Right?
But that would be too much to hope for, because that result right there, is that a ko, or does black just win that race? Sorry, I looked away for a second.
Yeah, right. So black can just win this race.
Yep, and it's just over. Yep.
Right. This is another call. It's here. White can probably make this one as center, but still there's too much to give up.
Right.
Yeah. If I just play here. So yeah, you asked me who's favorite, right?
Right. Who's favored to win, would you say?
So I was thinking that Kozia is favorite because he's really like a rising star.
Right.
And everyone in China, like in Go community, expect him to be like a next Guri.
Right.
Probably stronger than Guri.
Stronger than Guri. Right.
Right. And then Guri lost like a Dubango to Se-dol.
Right.
But Koje will win, Se-dol, and then just revenge.
Oh, okay. So he's supposed to be getting revenge for Gu Li here, huh?
Yeah, right.
So that's what's supposed to happen.
That's supposed to happen. In fact, that's what I kind of expect.
Okay.
Because he's so strong. I didn't see he lost game. I don't track all his games, but some important games he won like all the games.
Yeah. Like I said, in the City League, he was undefeated for 13 games in a row. It was pretty.
Right.
That's pretty impressive, because it's that's a league against all professional players who get signed and sign deals with the different cities and have sponsorships. Yeah.
Right. But then I read some some expectation from Korean professional, and they say Se-dol has is favorite. So yeah, that's because Se-dol is so good at like a big games.
Right.
And he's so desperate. Koje is also desperate, but if it's like a very big game, Se-dol plays like especially well.
He plays especially well when they're going for a lot of money. That's right. So actually, why don't we take a look at the game from the beginning? Do you want to go ahead and start there?
Oh, okay. So the beginning was very calm. Many times white approach from this way, but yeah, this is totally fine.
Okay.
Then
this looks like the Kobayashi. Yep, this looks familiar.
Yeah, Kobayashi style. Yeah, right. So black doesn't want to go too close to the Kobayashi style.
That's right.
Yeah, if you check this on.
Yeah, that's the ideal development there for white.
Right. So black played somewhat a little bit far from the corner.
Right. And this is almost like a Joseki here, where after black takes this two-space extension, and white plays that really tight move at C9.
Right.
Then after black jumps, when white peeps like this is almost like Jungsok, right? This is almost Joseki.
Yeah, right.
Do
you know why he picked this one?
Yeah, I think I do. If black had connected at D14, then white would reinforce the top, right? With
right.
F16 or G16, I think, right?
Right. And
then after this, black would jump again, right?
Yeah, if white black doesn't jump,
right,
and white can play something like this. There's some bad odds,
right,
left.
So black would jump again, or just leave it?
Oh, yeah, black can jump again, but it's somewhat too slow.
Got it.
Yeah, it's too slow for black. So then I can ignore it, and
Mm-hmm.
then this one, if without that exchange, without this exchange, right? Black can play this one here, and destroy the upper corner, upper side. But with that exchange,
Once that
if I
exchange has been
play,
made, white can
yeah,
leave
yeah,
it.
right.
Right.
Then there's some weakness like this. Why can play this one almost right away?
Hmm.
Oh, the game is becoming very exciting right now. So do you want to see the?
Yeah,
We can
yeah,
go
go
back to
ahead.
the
By all
game.
means.
Your
You're
game.
driving. You're driving.
Yeah.
Show us what's happening. So we just tuned in here at a pretty exciting time, so we'll probably have to go back
Oh,
and do the rest of it when they sort of slow down a bit.
okay. So I think there was misclick here. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why he played this song. Yeah, it was not what he played. Oh, he played this song right away.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did this right.
Okay. Would you
And
show us
then
what
I
happened?
showed you. Yeah, I showed you like a this one and this one,
Yeah.
but both variation would be too good, for black. So I played here. Okay, so yeah, he made a cross cut.
Right. So white decided to fight back.
Hmm. So if I play, I guess if black play this one, um, yeah, that exchange might be already kind of good exchange.
For white or for
Like this
black?
one. For white.
This was a good exchange
Yeah,
for white already, just getting this.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Then he can try to maybe he can try play this one and then let me see. Yeah, something like this.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't make this exchange,
Right. Then it's too easy for black to just connect out. But making this now he'll answer differently? Or
um, yeah, I have to see. Those so many moves are center like some are here,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
so he can make some different move. For example, like this one, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, because this one is center. The no
P2,
this
you're saying that P2 there is Sente against killing the group on the left. Yeah, exactly.
right,
Right. And of course, white can't give up that group on the bottom side. It would be way too big.
right. And then yeah, it looks like this one looks like somewhat overplay for white.
You mean the crosscut?
Yeah. Oh, black didn't respond.
Okay. But instead made good on his threat on the upper side. So this guaranteed captures those 3 stones above, huh?
Right, right. They play pretty fast.
Yeah,
too.
that's what I hear. I hear that Kej is a speed demon too, even for the important
right.
games.
Right. This one looks like a very difficult variation.
Okay.
No, if it's me, it takes so much time to read out, but they play very fast.
And it looks like indeed black got P2 here. So since he's got P2 and Sente, doesn't that give white some trouble now that black has played J2? Or has he
Right
read
now,
out the cut
yeah,
already?
black should play. Black cannot play this one right away
Mm-hmm.
because I can cut here.
And he
There's
probably
a
wouldn't
cutting
win that
point.
race, huh?
Right, this race doesn't work. This one, yeah, it doesn't work.
Right.
Or if black play this one right away,
Right.
or make this exchange fast.
Right.
Yeah, this is actually core, but
It's a
white.
two-step ko for black,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right. But black lost a lot. If you look at the right side, white did very well in the right side, right?
Sure.
Then black gets the 3 stone, but 3 stone is not completely dead. You can play here.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some Aji there, huh?
Yeah, you can just
That'll
click this
connect
one.
out. Yep.
Right. And then black cannot, let's say, black cannot make this exchange either. That doesn't help. That is actually even worse.
Can you explain why it's worse?
Yeah, because I can just cut and it's dead.
Right. This because the throw-in works.
Yeah, right. Even without this one, it doesn't work because white black reduced his liberty by this one.
Right. So that Hane exchange will actually not help prevent the empty triangle move at S12.
Right. So if you compare, what happened in the right side only, white gained a lot. Right. White just lived very easily, making like almost 10 points.
Right.
But black's gain was not that
Not
that
enough,
much.
and he still has the ko
Not
on the
enough.
bottom, which is not enough.
Right, it's not enough.
Right.
So black's expectation is like just kill without making call.
Right.
But then so black should do something, that kind of like a manipulate, to prevent this cutting
that
point.
cut from happening. Right. Well, so that explains his next move then, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
yeah, that explains very well. If he play, he's not going to play this, but if he play like this, like a just kind of normal move, right?
Right.
Then black can play here and it's dead.
It's just dead. That's right. There's no cut afterwards, and white can't connect at all.
Right. Yeah. See that exchange, very good exchange for black.
Right. Making the exchange of those triangle stones is really good.
Right.
Right.
So right now it doesn't work. So yeah, black just play. White just play that one.
Right. But
so let me see.
Is that enough to? Yeah, I was gonna ask if that exchange is now enough to make it safe to play into.
Okay, let me see. So we play here. Black can play this one.
Sure, and then go back to M2 and start the race.
But yeah, I think if you play right now this one, then black can kill white. Right, black can kill white. This one, and yeah, so he can play here.
Now it's just one eye versus no eye.
Right, exactly. But I don't know if this is good. Probably it's not good enough.
Not good enough for black.
Not good enough. Why is that? What do you think?
You say this is not good enough for black?
Not good enough for black.
Wow. Oh, I guess because it's white's sente now to attack those two stones on the left side. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's almost dead.
Wow.
Because all the moves here, you can look at this. These are all the moves here are sente.
Yes, all of those moves will be sente, which means that those two black stones have very little aji left, huh?
Right. These two black stones, look A and B, they're almost dead. I don't see any good move to get out. I mean, yeah, this one is sente.
It's sente. You can't answer that, right? Boom.
Right.
Problems.
So it's not good enough.
Wow. However, black went ahead and played anyway.
He should play something else, like I don't know.
He has to try harder here, huh?
Yeah, maybe like this one in list. So now if you play this one, then you can play here. It's different.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, this one is like
that's just a ladder, right?
Ladder.
No problem.
That's ladder. If I play this one, then black can connect. So yeah, this one looks good enough.
This is good enough for black now.
Good enough for black. Yeah, he gained a lot.
Yeah, would white owe a move in the corner?
In the corner?
Yeah.
No, it's alive.
It's alive as it's
but
dead.
Yeah, not only the low side itself, the two stone. Maybe if you say this two stone is not that big by itself, probably it's true. But if it's getting this much strong, then black can attack white stones here.
Right, now the situation is reversed. Now it's white's two stones A and B there in the diagram that are going to be weakened fallen under attack instead of the two black stones on the
Right.
sixth line. Right.
So he can pursue like a more benefits later.
Mm-hmm.
So let's count briefly, to make sure if this is good enough for black. So white has 10 points in the right side. In the left lower corner, it's like a 6, and the lower side like a 4. So it's like a 20 points.
Right.
And black, why should escape the 2 stones, right?
Right.
Why cannot ignore? And then upper side, black can invade somewhere here. So there might be I don't know, maybe 20, 25 points total.
Okay.
No, I can expect. So it's like a 45 points,
Right.
right? So 15 points on the right low corner and 5 points on the side, 20, 25. I think black has like a 40, something like a 40, 45 points.
Okay.
So in terms of territory, it's almost like even on the board.
But black will be the one attacking.
Right. Black has so good influence. I mean, this kind of thing is centered to. See. So I think this is good enough.
Sorry, which kind of things are sent in?
I mean C.
Aha.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Additional points.
Yeah, that's some big end game right there, for sure.
But if this one is not actually if this one is not that good for black, it should be pretty good for black.
Mm-hmm. So this would
But
be.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems pretty hopeful. I mean, it doesn't seem like white was going to cooperate like that, right?
Mm-hmm, right. But what I see is that if that one is good for not very good for black,
right?
That explains to me that white is okay now. White seems like white is winning.
Okay, so white is winning right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it looks like the game has moved on a little bit, actually.
Okay, yeah, let's see. Okay. Oh, I see. So, yeah, white thought, this is good enough. That's basically why he played that one.
It's good enough to start this attack?
Yeah, right. That's good enough to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you try to see, the white professional thinking process, in this kind of case, do you know what do they do here?
No. What is going through their mind here as they're trying to think about?
Yeah,
like, are they reading all those sequences out? What's happening?
No. Before to read like all the sequence, they evaluate. They try to see their position first.
So they're trying to count the score, basically.
Exactly right. So white counted white's territory and black's territory,
right,
and some variables, and then thought that if you attack the left one, the left 2 black stones first,
right,
and then get some benefits,
then it won't matter that he loses the group on the bottom.
Exactly. So without counting, I can see white is already winning at least.
White feels like he's winning, or is winning.
Right. He's winning. I think he's winning, but I have to count to confirm. But yeah, let me count.
Okay, why don't you count, and I'll re-intro what's going on here and who the players are. So if you're just joining us here, I'm Andrew Jackson. This is my friend Myungwon Kim, a 9-dan professional from the Korean Baduk Association. And we are reviewing the game that is currently being played live in Korea right now in the 2015 Samsung Cup semifinals. We have Lee Sedol is holding black, and Ke is holding white. And Ke is 18 years old. He's the new rising star in China. And Lee Sedol, of course, needs no introduction as one of the winningest players of the 21st century. So it seemed like Ke is doing very well in this first game against the King. So this is a best 2 out of 3 series. We'll be doing this stream again tomorrow at 7:30. And if Lee Sedol and if they split the first 2 games, then we will also do this for the 3rd game, which will be on Wednesday. So thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Myungwon Kim also is going to be spending a lot more time thinking in this game than he did in the games that you might have seen last week at the Kotsen. So yeah, if this is good for white, I guess the next thing we should ask is, how did this happen? Where did black make a mistake?
Okay, right.
And maybe we should go ahead
So,
and roll back the tape.
yeah,
Sorry, but before we do that, maybe you should tell us what you think of how things stand
right.
once white has pushed through at d6.
So first of all, let me count. Let me tell you, my counting.
Yes.
So black has like a 40 points on the low side,
Sure.
and then left side like a 5,
Right.
so 45, and then right side, because of this one, it's not that big, right?
Right. Because of the aji of white connecting at s12, it's actually not that much.
Right. So when you count like this kind of shape, then you can count like both scenario, where the black play B or white play A, right? If I play A, black almost don't have any territory.
Sure. It's probably only like 5 points,
Right?
2 points.
Yeah. No, not even 5 points, because say let's say white play black plays somewhere. White play here.
Right.
White gains some points too.
Yeah, so it's
Right?
actually almost like they break even. So if black only has
Right.
5 and white gets a few as well, then it's like 0. You
Right.
can count it as white.
Right. And then if you count as black played at B, it's like a 20 point. So that's only 10 points,
Right.
right?
So
Yeah.
even if
So-
black gets to play, it's only about 10 points.
No. If black played, that's 20 points. But if white play, that's almost 0. So the
Right.
middle point is 10 points.
Sure. So we're counting
So
this as 10 points. So 55
Yeah,
for black.
Yeah, not even 60.
Not even 60.
Not even 60, yeah. But look at left side. It's more than 20 points, 22, 23, and
In the lower
almost
left.
10 points.
Right.
Almost 10 points in the right side.
Right.
So it's like a 30 points.
And then the whole top could easily be another 30 points.
Yeah, easily be like another 30 points.
So that with
So-
Komi would make white very comfortable.
Yeah, black has not even 60 points.
Right.
Right.
I've heard this proverb that you need 60 points to win.
Oh, yeah, it's wrong.
It's wrong.
I think.
And
depends.
and a lot of other things I know, I'm sure.
So okay, let me see the real game a little bit here.
Yeah, so black
Oh, is it
invaded
real game?
directly.
Ah.
He has to be looking to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
something to attack here, right?
So yeah, he's so like desperate. He's so like urgent. He should do whatever he can. He tried to do.
Already,
reverse.
Lee Sedol is desperate
Yeah.
and playing urgently.
Yeah, so desperate,
Wow.
right? Yeah, so he should make it what? No, this is what did they do too? So they set the target, before they make a decision.
Sure.
So black has like a 55 only, and white has 30 points. So yeah, it's like a 20 it's 25 points. He should make at least like less than 25 points in the whole upper side,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, he needs to make
So-
he needs to make some points in the upper side, or he needs to keep white from making over 25 points, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
That's right. So yeah, then he's not going to think about something like something like this one.
Sure, it's not severe enough. He
Because-
needs because there's your
Yeah,
20
it's not
points.
enough.
It's too easy,
Right.
right?
Yeah, it's not ever. For example, he's not going to even think about this move is it's gone.
Right. It's
It won't be
not
there.
severe enough.
It's not.
Right.
So but that one doesn't work. So maybe it's kind of asking move. Yeah. I don't see how black can win this game.
Already. So we're 86 moves in,
Really?
and we don't see how black can win. Goodness gracious.
Hmm.
Okay, so
then,
I
yeah.
gotta ask, where did he go wrong? Where did the problem start for black? If we're already 90 moves in and this is a hard game for black, what happened?
So okay, let me see. So actually, no, let me count. How he can keep like less than 25 points.
We're gonna count again.
Yeah. So actually, this move is somewhat very cautious too,
It's a
right?
cautious move. Oh, you mean White's move or Black's move?
For white move, yeah,
White's move is cautious.
yeah. Why could think about this kind of this move too, right? If it works, this is definitely much better than his move is wasted, right?
Right.
But why play this on? So black can easily make this on a center,
Sure.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
He seems like yeah, he gained something already.
But that seems very soft for White to play L18. It seems like after Black extends to maybe F16 now, was that the shape point? Um, then it would be really
No, if you play, yeah, if he cannot ignore it. Black can just connect right away,
sure.
and black can leave. So if I have to play this on, then is it 25 points? I don't think so. How big is it?
For White?
Yeah, 20 something points, right?
Sure.
So white has 50 points, black has still 55 plus some points here, maybe like one or two. So in fact, it's almost the same
Okay.
with Komi, right?
Right.
But I still think black is winning because I'm sorry, white, because it's white turn, and if I play this one, separate and attack black group, then white surely can gain something,
Right. Right. So
right?
even though it may have been he may have made up some ground here, he's still going to have the weak groups, and he's still going to be trying
Right.
to struggle to come back.
Yeah, and probably at least like this one will be center,
Right.
right? Let me use A.
Which is that's another huge endgame that White would be able to get there at
Right.
Sente. Yeah.
Then he can still get center and play this one,
And
which
that B
is
point is
huge.
huge,
That's
right?
it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. At this time, do you know the value of center?
It's
The
got to be the value of Sente. So let's see. If B is 0 points or 20 points, that must mean that the value of Sente is 20 points.
Oh
Am I doing that
wow!
right?
How did you know that?
Well, I
Yeah, that's
took an
right.
endgame workshop when you came to Seattle. I don't know if you might have been there. You know,
Yeah,
Myung
right, yeah.
Myung-won taught a class on the endgame when he visited Seattle lately, and I tried to
Yeah,
take
right.
notes. I don't know how well I did, but I do know
Oh,
that the
it
value of
is very well.
Sente, if the biggest move has this two options of 20 on one hand and 0 on the other, then the value of Sente is the difference between those, which would be 20 points.
So, yeah, that's very good. So at this time, because of B and probably A is like not the value of center, but that's kind of the benefit you can gain by attacking,
Right.
and B is value of center. So the value of center is pretty high, pretty big.
Sure.
So that's why I think white is still winning, and black didn't play like that. So he played just this one. Maybe he also thought no, he should keep some kind of initiative or center,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right,
And
because
then
now he got Sente to take R18. Is that actually bigger than S12?
no,
No, it isn't.
it's not. No, it didn't, because but the reason why he played is like this. So he just want to make it somewhat complicating.
Right.
So he want to leave Aje. So for example, this one, if you play, no, that's my assumption, right?
Sure.
If there's nothing in upper side in this area,
So
yeah,
now
he's not going to play that one,
Black can activate the stone at M17. Right.
right? No, I don't know exactly what move he's thinking, but there must be something he was thinking. Try to make it like a big program.
Right.
So just normal end game doesn't work. So he can play something like this. No, whatever happened, that's what he hopes to reverse the game, reverse this difficult situation.
Sure. But instead, white
And
looked like white pushed up at g16 to make even more territory on
oh
the
right.
top. Like that's gonna make it even harder to activate that stone now, right?
Then still he did it,
Wow.
right? He
Okay,
still
so
did it.
Lee Sedol is gonna say, I don't care. I can bring this stone back to life.
Right, right.
Right.
It's not like he's so confident to do it, but
Right.
it's like he's so desperate to do it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man, I still have a lot of trouble wrapping my head around the idea of Lee Sedol being desperate. That seems that's hard for me to get my head around.
Okay. So yeah, we need to find what where he was behind, right?
Right.
So I believe that was from. So I'm going back, right?
All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and go back. We got through a little bit at the beginning where we were looking at the Kobayashi. What if we go back a little bit farther?
Oh, okay. So let's go back to this part. This part. We stopped here. We stopped it here, right?
That's right. We stopped right here where white tanukis.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And so far, this is a normal opening, right? There's nothing
yeah,
unusual
that's
here.
no very normal.
Right.
Very like traditional. And
Right.
nothing wrong. And no, many amateur players ask me about whether this one or this one, like this one.
Yeah.
So A, B, or C. I would say you don't really have to care. As long as you play the right side. I see a very small difference between
Okay.
all of this A, B, or C.
So it's
among
whatever your personal
options.
preference is, huh?
Yeah, that's right. No, if you see like some other pros, depending on their game style, like their preference, they play C too. I think B is somewhat maybe A or C.
Okay.
Because if you play B, this one seems to be very good. Aiming to reduce to.
Yeah, that's right. The door is open there on the fourth line.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So A, but you can play C. I don't see any problem with this move. So yeah, that's fine. So it's like they are facing to each other. So the lower side is bigger than the right side.
Right.
But in fact, right side is pretty big too.
Oh, so L3 is a choice. Okay.
So yeah, that seems to be all fine.
And this seems normal. White would split the side. That becomes the biggest point.
Right. Only this one. Normally this only two space jump, right?
Sure.
Only two space jump. So normally the corner is bigger.
That's what I was expecting here. Is I would expect black to defend his corner.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But he didn't.
If you play this one, no, yeah. Now he can play, I don't know, maybe in the left low corner.
Right.
Or because of this, he can invade the upper side, which is getting much better. So I think that one, he has something to he's some plan, right?
So, okay, so this must be part of a plan.
Yeah, right. But if I were playing, yeah, I would play this one. Well, let me see.
Wow.
So this exchange.
Right.
This exchange, I was puzzled. I don't know, really, why he played this one.
Sure.
But if you see the real game, he gained a lot.
So
by this attachment and crosscut.
So this attachment and crosscut is first we're trying to figure out what is he trying to accomplish, but it seems like the real game is good enough. He accomplishes enough just with the game variation. Right. So does that mean that black missed a chance here after this attachment, or?
No, it's too much to say that. But this attachment, I can feel why he played this one.
Okay.
And then probably I can try to explain. So I don't believe that he read all the variations like the real game. I mean, that's too much, right? But then he thought, oh, black is pretty strong in this side. This position is very strong.
Right.
So if you attach, you attach to strong stone. Did you know that?
Yeah, you want to attach to the strong, not the weak. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Because when you attach to
weak,
you attach to weak stones, you make them stronger. So if you want to,
yeah, exactly.
So you want to attach to the stones that are already strong. So he's attaching to the lower right formation because it's already strong. He won't mind
Right.
reinforcing black there because it already is reinforced.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
So that's what he thought, and then this exchange, it's not going to hurt, much because he's only strong. And then, for example, let's say this is just like a example later, right?
Right.
If he makes something like this on, then white can play here.
And now already he's made some good use of his attachment. Right.
Right. Right. Exactly. So, but if he play that one, this one, that attachment later,
Oh, if he does it
then you don't
now,
know what's
yeah.
going. Yeah, if he doesn't now, you
Now
don't know
black
what's
won't.
going to happen.
Yeah, black
Yeah,
isn't going to answer that way. He won't answer at q5. He'll answer there.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He can just connect from the bottom, right?
So this is showing, this is that sort of advanced idea of timing, of making an exchange when you know your opponent is going to answer one way rather than another. So
Yeah.
so does that mean that
Right.
q5 is not the right response? Like, why is q5 the strongest move now?
Oh no, it's of course. Why should play? Why supposed to play Q5?
Right. Supposed
Yeah, he
to.
cannot play.
Even though
Yeah,
it
yeah,
turns out to be in a bad place when you move things around a little later.
right. So yeah, that's pretty normal, and that's yeah. He just made. I mean, he has like a sixth sense, like a koja.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to be that strong, then you can actually this is developed sixth sense.
Okay.
You develop.
The
So he
sixth
thought, yeah,
sense.
it's
Okay.
yeah, right. Yeah, that exchange should help. I cannot read it
Okay.
exactly what's going to happen next, but I can feel that exchange would help.
That this exchange will be helpful later. Okay, so this is setting our
Right.
spider sense tingling. Okay, so then
Oh,
after this,
right.
white then just can calmly reinforce here without it being any trouble.
Right. And then he didn't. After this move, if you look at the next couple of moves like this, he didn't protect the right side.
Right, and I guess
This
he's
one.
thinking that the R5 stone gives him sufficient aji to not have to protect the
Right.
right. Is that what's happening there?
Right. Right.
He's saying that
So
R5, the extra moves I get with the R5 stone mean that I don't need to reinforce R9 and R12, right? The two stones on the right.
and then,
And that he can
right, and
instead
then
sketch out this big framework on the top.
mhm. And then based on what he played later,
Right.
he thought kind of if it's like a some urgent, I can even give up my both stones in the right side.
Sure.
If I can like a big gain.
Sure. So he can give those up as long as he's making this big thing on the top. And I guess also the
Right.
way that black answered on the left side when he answered at C13 is also going to help white make that territory on the top, right?
Oh right. Yeah. Okay. So he made very kind of very solid move here,
Right.
expecting white play white disband like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like okay for white. White can just leave very easily. But then, yeah, black can develop outside,
Sure.
right? And then at this time, if you see this exchange, yeah, this exchange can be bad too. I mean, right now it seems like a bad
Now you've
exchange,
turned Q5 into a good move, right?
right? Because without the exchange, let me remove this one. White can come outside like this. There's
Right.
some bad RG.
But once you've made
But
that
with
exchange,
that,
it becomes so much harder.
yeah, right. It's so much harder.
Right.
At this time, if you play here, black can even hane from the
Hane
inside.
inside, yeah, totally.
Right. So white played, white come outside. But this one, how do you feel this one? If you
How do I personally feel? It seemed to me
yeah,
like white
as
was going
white,
to answer at S10
that one is very painful.
to just
Yeah,
submit
this
an
one is
answer here.
painful.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't have a base,
Right.
then your group will be floating. That's what professionals hate the most.
Having a floating group.
Right,
No
exactly.
worse fate. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he has to make so many so many moves like a floating move. So yeah, that's no, he has
So I was expecting a
what
move
he
like
has.
S10, but then when I saw White's move, I guess the right way to think about it is that the 3 stones above are not that important, right? I guess they're luggage.
Oh, right now, yes, right.
So right now, I guess Q11 feels like it's too small almost. Like it's not big enough, right? To
Hmm.
just get something small with this.
Oh, this one? No, no, this is very big. This one is like taking the base too.
So
Turn
Q11 is the
not
move
only
that
three
takes
moves.
the base because if black does anything
Right.
else, white will play.
Yeah, right. Well, I can play. I mean, if I play uh, this one, it's
Mm-hmm.
just done. Yeah,
It's
there's
just
no
yeah,
more,
it's just
no more
alive.
attack,
Right.
right? So this is completely normal. This is very expected, and it could be a very good move for
So
black.
what about a black move at something like N7, essentially trying to stop white's access to the center?
And seven. This exchange, except just by this one, kind of looks like a good exchange for white already.
Mm-hmm. So it already looks like
Uh,
this exchange is positive for white.
right, and then there's no, let me see. Maybe there's some RG like this one.
Right. The Aji of R5 would come back into play here.
Right.
I see. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, not right away, but yeah, he can leave very big right
Sure.
now.
Sure. I see. I see.
Maybe after he made this exchange, he played this one, for example.
Right. Okay. It seems
Yeah.
like if Q11 is not, like white
No.
can take the initiative here, right?
Right. Right. But I was surprised to see this move.
Yeah, this was amazing. I think so. We were both setting up,
Yeah.
and we were like, "Oh man, did he just play there?"
Wow. Right.
Definitely. So, what leads a professional player to play a move like L4? Like, how do you
So
arrive at? Is this the same idea of we're attaching to strong stones?
okay, so this is what happened.
Right.
So like this kind of move, you
Right.
have to first you should be able to come up with, right?
Sure.
If I see this move, I can see why.
Well, it seems
I
like
can
it's a roundabout attack. I'm sort of getting some reinforcement to the middle. Like I can come up with some justification for the after the fact. But
so yeah,
how do you
right.
realize you need to look for something like this though?
That is difficult part. Just trying to come up with this one.
Uh-huh.
After this one, I
Yeah.
can see. Again, I can see what he's thinking, and
Sure.
then what is like his strategy here.
Okay.
But it's kind of very creative move. So basically, what he was thinking is that, I mean, it's very difficult to ignore this move.
Sure. It's a
But
lot of
after
profit for
this
black.
one, right? But black can, yeah, because of that exchange, now that exchange, this exchange, take in effect.
Right.
Now what can black do? What can white do is like this one. Just give up.
Just give up those guys on the
Yeah.
right side. He can still run out at 08, right? And he's destroyed black's corner.
Right. And then maybe yeah, because he can give up like everything. But white can destroy right low corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then because of L4, I mean this black is somewhat busy right now.
Sure.
Right?
Black will have a lot to keep
Yes.
track of here.
So because of that exchange, he comes up so creative strategy.
Sure.
Without that exchange, right now, without this exchange, if I play move this on, then of course,
Of course, we're
why
gonna
you
play
will play
S5.
this on? Yeah, right, and then attack the whole goal. Why is not going to play is not going to give up the corner.
Right.
So if you try to save at this one, then at this time look at this one. It's
Right.
getting bad exchange.
Right. Now it's not doing anything for white.
Right, it's doing reverse. It make it black stronger, and
And
yeah, it's
reduces
just
the
like
Aji in the corner. Absolutely.
right. Right. If you got this on, no, white can probably play something like this, right? And then reduce no black's territory better. But because of this one, he couldn't respond
Sure.
because he really want to make this exchange helpful. So he doesn't want to save like directly the right side.
Right.
That's what he was thinking.
Right. He wants to be
But
very
again,
indirect about how he saves it.
right.
Right.
But again, it's very difficult to come up. You have to be very creative.
So, what are some other possible scenarios for what can happen? Like, what could happen here for black? Like, presumably, white is reading any number of the standard, the cross cut, the stair step hane. Like, this is one variation, but are there any other options that you're able to just eliminate immediately here? For instance,
Yeah,
black.
right.
Why can't black cut there or hane on the other side?
So like this one, yeah, you can just remove it instantly.
Because the ladder works here. In this case, there's a ladder.
Ladder doesn't work here.
Ladder does not work. But
yeah,
you can
because
remove it.
So many weaknesses outside. So if you have these weaknesses, then you cannot attack. For example, like easy example, I can show you here.
Sure.
So like this one. What black cannot play here? That is ladder, right?
Right. So he has to capture, and now he gets squeezed.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's done. Yeah, you cannot attack. Now you can save.
And in this case, black gets 30 points on the bottom, but once he's made those 30 points on the bottom, this is everything that black can have, right? He won't have any more.
Right.
He has no other major frameworks anywhere, and so only getting 30 points out of the bottom right is not big enough, right?
It's not big enough. Maybe you can just play here. So there will be no more benefits by attack.
Okay. So does this mean?
But if you see, if you see like this move, black spent so much move to make it very strong, himself very strong,
right?
And then try to get like a potential benefit by the attack, but it's not what he wanted to.
Right.
Have.
So it's actually maybe the mistakes are something like N10 making this extra move to make black so strong when he can't actually get that much out of this.
Oh, no. It's too early to say that. We haven't finished.
Okay. So, I wouldn't want to jump to conclusions.
No. So yeah, he's not going to play here. He should attack the whole group like this.
Okay.
So that's a very bold move too.
This is basically saying, go ahead. I'm going to make sure that I have enough strength to keep attacking the group on the top.
Right. But what I feel at this moment is that Koje is so confident on his move. Seems like he reads everything out. So yeah, that is very bold.
Okay. This is bold of white, you're saying?
Yeah, right. I mean the low side. So he's confident that he can save the low side and then right side simultaneously. And then in his belief, there's so good reading, like this one, this cross cut.
Sure, that gave him a lot more forcing moves in the fight that shows up about 20 moves down the line here, right? Right. Q4 ends up becoming pretty pivotal.
Yeah. So yeah, because black lost a lot on the low side. I mean, black has to kill like one of the two groups.
Wow.
Or maybe, he should gain a lot, like 20 points.
Well, that seems like if he has to be in such an absolute position already.
Mm-hmm.
Does that signify that maybe one of his mistakes was earlier?
In fact, until far, this is well expected too, right? Until this much, I didn't see that white is winning or something. It seems like black can still play. Black is in attacking position.
So black is the one in the attacking position.
Right. Yeah, he's attacking right now, right?
Right.
Everywhere is very strong.
Right. And Koje is go ahead.
Yeah, white has more territory, but if black gets like a 20 points, then black is okay, and then it doesn't seem to be very difficult to get that benefit because white has three weak growths: the right side, lower side, and left side.
Right. He'll have to save all of them.
Right. So it seems to be okay, but after this cut, I think he should respond. He should have responded to this cut.
Yeah, it seems like R11 doesn't give you enough profit. If R11 doesn't even solve your problems, then maybe it wasn't a big enough point for black to come play it, right?
Right. I mean, I showed this one, and then you know, I honestly I don't know, what he was thinking. No, I have to read. No, at least I should spend enough time to read.
Do you want to take
To read,
a little break here while we read the situation in the lower right?
Oh yeah,
All right,
probably.
we'll
Yeah,
take a little break.
let's
We're gonna take about a 5-minute break while we check out the situation in the lower right, and we'll be back shortly. We're gonna leave the stream up. You can see the two players playing. This is the board position right there. Thanks very much. We'll be right back. All right. Hello, everyone. We are back. We're going to take a look here at the sequence in the lower right. Thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Andrew Jackson, and with me here is Myung-won Kim, 9-dan professional from the Korean Baduk Association. We are watching the Samsung Cup semifinals between Koje and Lee Sedol, who is looking like he might be in a troublesome spot. So we're going back, we're reviewing the game. The big board you're looking at on the right is Myung-won's demonstration board, where he's going to show us some variations. And I think you wanted to run through the moves in the lower right here real quick so we could get caught up with the game, right?
Right. So after this one, I just read quickly. So not directly, he cannot do anything here. I mean white. So but I think white can just play here. Okay, very normally. So white just leave.
This is a normal way to live, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And then the problem is for black because of that exchange, this exchange.
Aha.
Do you see that, this exchange?
Right. He sort of.
That was, so good exchange for white. I mean, if I play that one.
And it's good because white will have more forcing moves, or is it good because we'd rather play it p4 now if we were to play it all over again?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say right now.
Got it.
So black should play this one no matter what, to attack the lower side, right? Otherwise, white can just leave it. But white can play this one and then play this one first. White is completely alive.
Okay.
Now, can you see that?
Hey, Myung-won, do you have your audio on somewhere? Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So it should just be coming through on your headphone here. I think we've got an echo. If they can hear the audio on your microphone.
So is it okay now?
I think it's okay now.
Okay.
Okay.
So now you can see how that helps, how that exchange helps.
Right.
This one and this one, and including this Atari too. So black should protect, and then it's completely alive. If black play the other one, the other side, this push. Yeah, this one is center.
Right.
Black should protect, and white can leave. And black has nothing left.
Sure. After white has lived on both sides, black has no territory.
Right. And then also this one, if I show you a little bit further, I mean this one too, because of this one, it's core. I mean black and white can live outside too. Normally without this one.
Yeah.
If not this one, without this one, I can black can play. Do you know how to kill this one?
Yeah, now you can just do the descent, and now after the throw, and it works.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I try and make everyone do as many of these life and death problems as possible.
Okay. Yeah. But because of this one, black cannot do this one. Black has to play like this one. But there's so many core threads, and then white can live outside. So black cannot expect any other benefits.
Right.
No more benefits by attack, and then low side is all destroyed. So now we can see a little bit of the answer, or we can solve the puzzle. Why black made that exchange? Why white made that exchange?
Right.
And then can you imagine that he read all the variations?
No, of course not. I mean, it seems like it's planning way too far ahead.
It's too far. Yeah, of course not. But he was right. He was right. It helped. So yeah, his sixth sense,
his sixth
really
sense,
worked.
his spider sense here. This is sort of
right.
how professionals would develop that sort of sixth sense of where the right place to find that key point that'll end up being so important later.
Right, and at this time, if I show you some other variation, I mean, this one, that's too much, right?
Too much. It seems like now it's very easy for white to settle.
Right. And then what can he play? Like this one? I mean, he's going to play something like this, something like that one later. But basically, right now in the corner, it should be black's corner, without any RG. But right now, A or B, Miai, black can leave.
Sure.
White can leave.
White can live with A or B as Miai, right?
Yeah, right. But it might be an option that he should think of. In fact, that's what I think. There might be some other options that
To
he
maybe
should have considered.
let white live in the corner. Is there any way he can get
Yeah,
a larger attack going with S9?
yeah, right. If he play this, if he lives in the corner right away, then black can attack the whole group
Sure.
in the right side, and then because this one is center,
Mm-hmm.
and then black can kill the lower one too.
Right, because he has P2 as Sente. That's right.
Right. So I think it might be better to play something else than the real game. In the real game, he just get the 3 stone, but
He doesn't
that's
actually
pretty
get the
big.
3 stones, like we talked about
I mean,
earlier.
yeah, after this one, after this block.
Right, right.
Hmm.
Well, after he's decided that he can't answer the block, that it's too small for him to just
Right.
kill those 3 stones, right? He has to come back and play J2, right?
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Okay. So let me try to fix my echo. Do you see still echo?
No, the echo's
Anything?
fixed. The echo's all gone. I think we're good. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let me put my mic close up.
Yep, that's great.
So yeah, again he lost a lot in the right side.
Mm-hmm.
He black gained almost 10 points, but white gained less than 10 points. That doesn't make sense, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because of this RG. So black should kill the low side, but because of that weakness, the cutting point I showed you.
Right. It's hard for black to kill him
mean-
without A and B also becoming weak.
Yeah, and then he played somewhat easy.
Right.
White chose to easy option here.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
black could play.
Oh, you're thinking if black could resist right now?
No, black could play. In fact, something like, I mean, this one might be too small. It doesn't work, right?
Right. You don't get
that
enough
was too small.
compensation for it.
No,
Right.
no. So like this one. Still these are all center, because of the cut.
That's right, because all of the sequence after the J3 cut
Yeah,
and A,
right, because of
J3
this
can push
cut.
in, right?
So black cannot kill the low side, which is originally it was his territory. But he couldn't get without any damage.
Right. He can't kill it without taking some damage of his own. That's right.
Right. So in fact, one of his option he may think of is to attack, the left side first.
Right.
Something like, I don't know, maybe like this one.
So rather than resolve the bottom, it's better to take the initiative here on the left side.
Right. That might be possible, but it should be very severe, very accurate, and very.
He can't miss.
No.
That's right.
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 I mean, if he played something like this, then white can also pressure black in the left side, and then if black lose center, then the game is over.
Right.
Right.
If black loses Sente and white comes back to live on the bottom, then black will have no territory at all to speak of.
Yeah, white can play this one first.
Right.
So it's very busy for black. So black played here. Black played this one right away. Oh no, this one. And then white thought it's good enough.
It's good enough. It's good enough if I just push through here. Right. So he pushed through.
Black,
and then
black couldn't. I mean, black doesn't want to be in being attack position, right? And then this kind of move would really help.
Sure, if he just connects, he would be very heavy.
Yeah, to play to this one.
Right.
I guess even white play like something like this one, very slow move, still. Yeah, this is just example, white can just leave.
Right. Too easy.
Without any problem.
Too easy because black has too many weaknesses to worry about.
Right. Black doesn't want to be in that position, so black should play this one, make some exchange.
Right. And
but
that leaves him the most endgame on the bottom too, playing G2. Right, he has
Which one?
G2, the when he just draws back at
Yeah,
G2.
yeah, right. Yeah, that's pretty big too.
Right.
So is earlier I evaluated, then black should reduce like a limit white territory under 25 points
On the top.
on upper
Yep.
side, on the top.
Right.
That seems to be pretty tough, right? You actually you estimated like a 40 points.
Right. It looks
I mean, it's not
impossible.
going to be 40 points. Yeah, but yeah, if black play a very safe move, then even it can be 40 points.
Sure.
But so 25 points is very tough. So he cannot even play this one.
Right.
This one is not going to work. White can make 25 points and probably have center too to play this move.
Right. Come back and
It's not going to
reduce
work.
black's territory to 45 points total. Right. So black has
So
to
this is very
right. He has to be go in very deep here.
Exactly. So what kind of move can you think of? Like the most aggressive move? I mean, you are losing right now, right?
I would have a lot of trouble finding. I would maybe play. I don't know, something like it, because it's hard. If I attach to any stones, I'm just going to solidify white's territory, right? If I play something like K17 or J16, those attachments will only help, and there's no weaknesses available.
Okay, so there might be too much to guess, his next move.
Sure.
But you may have very good start if you evaluate. Then you know that your move should be
Has
very,
to be very
aggressive.
severe, right?
Has to be, right.
I know I have to be very severe, right?
Maybe you can play like this, and then that's why he played.
So there
I
we
mean,
go.
I'm not really like justifying this move,
Right.
But
this is the thought
kind of
process. Yeah, exactly. This is how you arrive at that move. That's right.
Right.
All right, so
and then
let's figure out what happened here, because the game has taken quite an exciting turn. So let's go ahead and have a look at what's happened.
Okay, so he played. So yeah, this is what he wanted to play. So if you make it this one is center, then that's very good exchange, right?
Right.
That difference is not small. Making this one is center. So of course, white cannot respond. White cannot respond like this. White can respond this one though.
Right.
It's good enough. But black can let it go. Black should do something. And then this one will be very important area. If black can gain something that maybe like a 5 points, then probably black can catch up and have center and play protect the biggest point on the spot.
Which is Q12, right?
Right. But yeah, it seems pretty tough for black. And right now, it's all about reading.
All about reading.
It's all about reading. Yeah, if your reading is not good, you can't play well.
So moves like
there's no principles.
So moves like N18 and N16, those are first the reading that we do to minimize black's forcing moves about connecting to the right, right? Like we don't want black to get any free moves to the right. Wow.
Right. So if black play this one, because I guess if black play here, black can get out.
The networks, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, black cannot get out in this one.
Sure. And he also can't live, right?
I mean, he can make a cross card and a card like everywhere.
But there's not a lot of liberties on that black group.
There's no lot of liberty.
That's
right. Not enough liberty for black. So, I mean, there might be some other variation, but until this far, I don't see any good.
So we can read this net fairly
black.
directly. Like once we play this net, we can actually see that sequence all the way out to the end.
Right. So he couldn't leave it. He couldn't come right away. So he played this one, to get some benefits, right? So then, okay. So if he played this one, then can he play here? Where did he play? Let me see.
That is, yeah. I think you're right there on the game.
Oh, he played this one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know how can he leave? Do you know? Oh wow. Seems like a good tesuji, right?
If it works, I don't know. I still have some questions on if black is alive on the top.
Let me see first. Okay, so it seems like it didn't work,
For black?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, black didn't
Black
work.
looks like he's dead. And in particular, N14 looks like it just helps white reinforce. I'm having a
Right.
lot of trouble understanding
So
what N14 is
yeah, it
supposed to
does.
accomplish.
And 14.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so if white play this one, then black play here. This one is center, right?
Right. And now black can come out.
And then yeah, black can come out. And look at this. No, what you just
White
what he
collapsed.
just did.
Yeah, white just totally collapsed. And that exchange
Yeah,
of
there's
N14,
center.
it's huge, right?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Yeah, then it's not going to work for white.
Right. White's in a lot of trouble.
Right. I mean, whatever he played, no, he's in trouble.
Right.
So he expected maybe this one, and then it's just like a small benefit he can get. But if this one works, then he lost a lot.
And it seems like that's
maybe-
the intuitive point, because if black pushes through there, like,
Maybe not that much, because this one is center. Yeah, probably not that much. Then he can save this one, right?
sure.
So he made some end game there. Yeah, he made some end game. That doesn't look that bad. But the question is that good enough for black? So is it the game?
This is the game.
So
That's right. We're all caught up. And after
yeah, black should play here and then this one. So okay, Andrew. Now you're like a 4 now, right?
Yeah.
Or 5
Yeah.
now? 4, 5.
Yep.
So you can count how much territory white has in the upper side, right?
Sure, I can give it a shot.
Okay. So after you can count this one after this exchange.
Well, hang on. I'm just trying to understand that exchange right there. Why?
Oh. This one?
Oh,
then
because
black
black
can
will
make
live on the
this
top.
attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this. No, you can play core, but of course it's.
That's a really
it's
hard
like
core.
Winning party, yeah.
Right.
Actually, this is not even core, so.
It's just dead.
Yeah. Right. So it's not going to work. So white should play here.
Right.
Then this is what's going to happen.
Right. And so if this is what happens,
So
it looks like white has at least 10, 20, 25, 28 points on the top now? Maybe, no, 30. Because he gets those two in the middle.
Yeah, 30. Something like 30 points. So yeah, it doesn't work. That's too much.
Too much points for white.
Can't, too much for white. And then look at the center. Black. I mean, right now in the middle game, this is influence, kind of influence, right?
Sure.
In the middle game or after the middle game, the influence doesn't really do much.
Right.
Influence works very well in the beginning.
Right.
I think well, right now it doesn't do much, but still he can gain maybe like a couple of points.
It means
right?
that you're not going to have
Yes.
black getting a couple of points in the middle. It's white who's going to have a few.
Exactly,
Right. Even if it's not much, it's more than 0, right? And if you're...
The only good thing about black is that black gets center.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
Does he also have a
So-
bit of a squeeze on the top right eventually? With
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, if you play this
yeah.
one.
Well, I mean, he'd connect first, but then connected L16 first, but then yeah, he'd have a squeeze.
Let me see if this one is center or not. Oh, this is almost center.
Almost.
If I play some.
Almost sente.
Yeah.
You know how many games I have lost playing moves that are almost sente? I've lost. Let me tell you.
Okay, let me see. Oh, this is not that easy. So right now, if you just play here, then that's core,
Wow.
right?
Yes, Ko.
Yeah, that's core. but he can probably play something like this one.
That's a nice
But
Tsuji.
that's still cool. Oh yeah. Looks like that, but actually, it is still cool. It is still cool.
That is definitely still Ko.
Yeah. So why should concern like a different response? Maybe he can play, yeah, this one. Yeah, that was far better. Yeah. So it's not going to be, yeah, that's much better. It's not going to be much. I mean, right now he's saved. He white territory is even bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes it even worse for black. So until this far, seemingly, black failed.
Right.
Yeah, black failed from this move.
Sure. So his attempt to reduce the top to below 30 points did not succeed.
No, did not succeed. So I think he's losing. He was his last hope.
Last hope.
So,
oh man.
Yeah, after this one.
This is after 126 moves. Lee Sedol has his last hope. I don't know. Koje is looking very scary.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, let me see if this one doesn't work. Oh, I see. It looks like this one works, right? If you play here. No, it's alive, right? Right? This is alive.
Yes.
And if I play here, then still this one looks it's alive, right?
Looks like, yep.
You can say.
Yep.
But you can play this one. You give up like 4 stones.
Because it's only one eye.
And kill. Yeah, just one eye.
4 stones, one eye.
I mean, yeah. Why can't black can make it things more complicated like this one? Make this exchange.
Right.
And then try to cut outside. But I don't believe this one works for black.
Because of
that's he can. Yeah.
It's just simply get out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right. I mean, black can make this exchange.
Right. But still, white can get out.
No, yeah. So at this point, if they are correct, if they are, especially Koje's reading is correct, I think the game is finished.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I felt. No, when he played this one, he played very fast too, right?
Right. Lee Sedol has also been playing quickly.
Right. No, I kind of developed like a sixth sense too. Yes, it's a kind of much lower level than Koje.
Okay.
But no, after he played like a such and such move, then I can feel like the atmosphere of this game. I'm not rooting for Koje, of course. No, I'm rooting for. I mean, Se-dol is kind of good friend.
Sure.
I know him very personally.
You've actually played him before too, right?
Yeah, and then I have a better record.
Yeah, that's right.
Earlier, right?
When was your last?
I have a better record.
When did you play him last? It was in 2000 and.
2000 like a. Oh, it was a long time ago. No, 2003. No, the last. No, actually, I remember. There was the last game of BC card cup.
Right.
Like not right now. That at that time it was BC card Rookies Cup. I played the last game of final
against Lee Sedol.
We were like a 1-on-1.
Yeah,
Lee Sedol.
Wow.
Right. And then I made so bad mistake at them. That game was like my worst game ever.
Oh no.
Because of the I think the pressure.
Right.
Like
right. That makes him play. He plays very well under this pressure, though, right?
Right. Yeah. If you cannot play with them, you cannot see like he's like a samurai. He's just like just cut everyone off.
Okay. And he can deal with the pressure too. He also has this sort of the.
Right. Yeah. He has he I think he was born with it. Just handling with pressure.
All right. So let's do actually a quick review here. On the territories, people were asking how we were coming up with our numbers for the territories, and if they didn't catch us earlier, what we were saying was that the bottom side for black is about 40 points, the left side for black is a little more than 5 points, And then the upper right for black now is about 8 to 10 points, which makes it about 55 points for black. If black doesn't get Q12, then black will top out at 55 points. So black's top is going to be 55 points. So that was how we came up with this total of about 55 to 60 for black. White's territory, the bottom left we had at about 20 plus points, and then the right side, on the right side around S7 was also about 10 points. So that's about 30 points for white there. So that by that calculation, if white got 30 plus points on the top, white would be ahead. So I hope that answers the question that you had there for us. So that was how we arrived at that question, at that figure. So even though it seemed like so that's our summary. That's our summary of how we arrive at the idea that white is doing so much better in the game here. But afterwards, as you're going through on the board right now, black didn't play the forcing move at N15 that we expected. He drew back at O14. And so white took the initiative here to sort of force black in the upper left and make even some more potential in the center. So
yeah, I was explaining about like these two moves, right? Yeah, so yeah, I feel like he's so confident. His reading is very good. I didn't see his game before, very briefly, but not like today. But I can feel like he's very confident on his reading, and it's very accurate. So yeah, that's how I developed that the sense that Coach is going to win this game, and then that's what happened. Like at this time, his reading is more accurate, or maybe black was already losing, but then Coach's reading was so good that he couldn't find any chance. I mean, Lee Sedol couldn't find any chance to come back.
Right. But is he still he's still trying to come back? I think he is still looking to see if he can do something. Because at 141 moves, I think that Lee Sedol can't possibly resign now. It'd be way too early.
No, in fact, you know what? The pro games sometimes it's decided very early. If you're losing like a couple of points, 2.5 points in move 120,
you'll know.
No, in their view, it might be already finished.
Okay, but
so right now,
even though it's already finished, he's not going to resign, right?
Oh yeah, right. Exactly.
He can't do that.
He's not going to resign.
Yeah,
he can. Yeah, this is too big.
Too big
game.
Right.
So
and who knows? It's possible there could be a mistake. Koje this is his first major international. Well, I guess his second major international tournament after he won the Bailin Cup last year. I think this is his only other major international tournament. So it's quite possible that nerves, the pressure, any number of things.
Okay, look at the game.
But no, you don't think so?
So
okay, tell me about the game.
After this one, not only he gained like more than 25 points
on the top.
Look at this. On the top, he can gain like additional benefits by being, attacking position. Attacking black. Black is not completely alive on the left side.
Sure, he hasn't had any time to be right.
Yeah, he cannot keep ignoring. I mean, a white probably is not going to play this one right away. But no, the point is, the black group in the left side is not completely alive.
Sure.
So at least, this one is center.
Right.
If this one is center, the game is like really over. I mean, like too much.
Too much. It'd be too much to bear.
Yeah. He should play. If you have to play this one, then it's kind of equivalent to resigning. So
too submissive.
Yeah. So he should do something.
He's trying to fight back.
Yeah. It's more like he should do something. In order not to play this kind
in order
of
not to play that sort of submissive move, he's got to do something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in order not to play this
too
one.
Submissive.
Not to play. So But I don't see he gained a lot here. I mean,
He
it's
got
basically
A9 in Sente, but I guess I think that's it, right? Like that's the only.
yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
So in fact, no, right now I see why he didn't make this exchange before.
Right.
If you play this one, I think if you block this one, why can't just play this one and then the game will
Now the
be
game is
over.
totally over. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was somewhat, I mean, very small difference, but it's kind of a good exchange because if you don't make this exchange, Black can Hane and make this Atari for free.
And now he's totally alive.
Yeah, right. So that's big difference.
Right.
Everything free is good, right?
Hey, free is good.
I think.
Any couple
so
points
that,
is free. So when you say it's totally over,
Yeah.
how far ahead is white? Like you know,
Oh, okay.
you can say white is ahead
Yeah,
by
right.
2 points at move 120, and the pros will think it's over.
Yeah.
And I think
Okay, that's a good question.
we saw that black did reduce the top. You know, he lost the stones on the top, but he did end up reducing it. And he also got R18.
Reducing it, right? Okay, that's a good question. Let's count.
Okay.
Let's think this one is center.
Okay, so let's assume that's Sente.
Looks like a center. Yeah, right. And then maybe you can play this one. You cannot play this. I mean, you can still play this one, but black doesn't gain much.
So you don't actually gain as much with the clamp as you gain by the Hane, because white can't block the Hane.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but let's still just to make it easy.
Okay. Please,
Yeah,
young one,
just do
please
everything.
make it easy.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So, am I too fast?
No, that's great.
Yeah, just. Oh, okay. So this one. Yeah. Right. Then you can count.
Okay, so let's count.
Right. Yeah, let's count.
With a flurry of stones here, let's go ahead, take a few seconds, and let's count. All right.
So black has 65.
65.
Something like that. Yeah, 65.
Right. Still about 40 on the bottom. Another.
No, more than.
More than 40? 45.
Yeah, white has like a 70.
So white is ahead
No big difference.
on the board.
On the, I mean, this is black. Oh, white's turn. Oh, yeah. This too much.
Right.
So much big difference. So yeah, it's not typical like a difference like a 2.5, 3.5, because if you look at the upper side, you should reduce to 25 points.
Right.
Remember?
Right. Yep. He had to keep it that
Now
low.
it's 30 points.
Now it's 30 points. It's too much.
Yeah, 30 points.
So that.
And the influence.
And the
No,
influence.
it's not. And the influence in the
man.
center. Then that's because he could play this one at center, and then there's some invisible benefits.
Yeah, there's a
they can
couple
get.
points around those triangled stones.
What can get? Oh, right.
Right. There's at least a handful.
You can well count like a 5 points difference, right? At least 5 points difference because he got 30 points.
Sure.
Kind of simple math. So yeah, that's what I can say is
so far ahead. All right, so let's go back and look at the game because it looks like black is still trying to find some ways to take Sente. It looks like after this peep, he's trying to sort of look for maybe having some aji of the cut at e7 later, right?
Yeah, right. That's right.
That's right.
So,
but
he play e7. Yeah, there's a cutting point like this one here. And then there's cutting point this one too, right?
Right.
You can cut at center, and this one is center. So he can see some try to look for some weakness, and then just hope he can just connect.
Right. And if white just connects, it's like black got this exchange for free. But of course, white can't just connect here. Right?
Of course
not.
You know what? For this kind of kid, right? I mean, Koja. I mean,
he's a kid. He's 18.
Number one
That's
in
right.
China.
That's right.
Yeah, but he's a kid. But their reading is very good, right? and they are so confident. Their variation,
Mm-hmm.
even though even to me it looks like a somewhat some fake, and then I'm not so confident. If I'm winning, I want
Right.
to avoid that
Right. Why?
any
Why
risk.
take the chance? Let's just connect. Let's not have any trouble. Right. We can see we're ahead.
Right,
Right. But
right.
he's gonna take that as a
But
challenge. He's not gonna.
exactly, no, he's not going to connect this one. He
That's
can he
right.
can come up with something
Right.
else. So where did he play? Oh, he connect this one.
Okay, we take it back. He did just connect.
Okay, take it back. Yeah, yeah. In fact, if you're winning, then yeah, you can do like
Because what
this.
we were gonna say
I
is
wa-
that the wisdom of old age, as you get older and wiser, you realize that the true
yeah,
wisdom is to just connect and to win your one game, right?
right.
Right.
I expected this one. In
Oh yeah.
fact, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I didn't see the game. No, and I expected to play this
Right.
one, but oh yeah, I mean, yeah, if it's like a too much difference, yeah, you can play like that. And then this is not that bad because if you don't play this one,
Hmm.
then even though you can gain something, this is Sente,
Right.
right?
We saw that
It
sequence
is
how that
Sente,
that makes the
right?
P18 clamp Sente for black because it leaves the
Yeah.
possibility of bringing those stones back together.
So this is end game. Yeah, this itself is end game.
Hmm.
So right now I can see what he has to do, right?
Hmm.
Can you see it?
What Lee Sedol has to do,
Yeah,
or what Koje has
yeah,
to do?
yeah, yeah. What Isidore has to
He
do,
has to cut at E7, and he has to figure out how he can also
right?
cut at J13. But if you just
Oh, seems like he didn't play this one. Where did he play? Oh, yeah, that doesn't. Okay, so
well, it works.
yeah, he has to
It works. It
play
prevents
some.
S12, right?
I mean, yeah, yeah. This one is for end
It's
game. Yeah,
endgame, right?
S12, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in fact, even if you play here,
Mm-hmm. Well, that yeah,
yeah, that's kind of so clear that it doesn't work, right?
right. It looks way too hard.
Yeah,
I don't think black
yeah,
has a chance here.
it doesn't work,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, I don't like this one because tooth tone here is very weak.
Mm-hmm.
No, tooth tone this one is very weak.
It's just gonna being a gift to white. Yeah.
Right, it's not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So he just come back to the biggest part on the
And he's
board.
gonna wait for a chance later.
Hmm. Okay, so that was completely alive.
Mm-hmm.
The left side,
Mm-hmm.
the right side. So yeah, let's see. It's kind of just end game here,
Right.
right? So I showed one wrong
Mm-hmm.
variation, just to see how much white is winning.
Right.
At this time, no, it's not much different,
Okay.
right?
So
It's
there
not much
hasn't actually
different.
been that much of a change in the score, even though a couple of these
No.
large endgame points have already been taken. So, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
black getting O11 is a major endgame point, but it doesn't actually
Mm-hmm.
end up changing the
Right.
score that much because white also got equally large moves.
Right. Yeah. We counted. Oh, right. So yeah. So he played. But white played B B8 15
Yeah, you
comparing
can show us.
to
That's
the
right.
previous.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I
Right.
have to say the coordinates out loud, but you can just show us with the triangles and the markers.
Oh,
All
right.
right.
Right. So okay, let's just count again.
Okay.
Let me just
All right,
confirm.
you go ahead and count again, and we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a 5-minute break. We're going to see if Lee Sedol can pull a rabbit out
Oh,
of the
yeah.
hat here. Good luck, Lee
Okay.
Sedol.
Good.
Hello, everyone. We are back, and we think we just had a bit of a mistake by Koje here. So, Myungwon, why don't you tell us what just happened?
Oh yeah, look at the two stones here.
Right,
We didn't count this one at all.
right. We didn't count
Right.
any territory there for black at all.
Any territory. Yeah, it's like an extra 6 points there.
Can we go back and show that sequence? Because that happened just as we cut. Right. So right here was where we took our break. Or I guess it was a little bit.
So at this time, he hunted this one.
Right.
And play here. I believe he thought something like this one because if you play here, then he can save it, right? Then white can just block here and then just nicely enclose and then squeeze black.
And then white will make some points above those three stones.
Right.
But black didn't cooperate.
Then black didn't cooperate. Black made very good move. This one, this is I think such a good move.
Okay.
Tetsuji. Like how do you call this kind of move, like attachment on
a nose? They call it a nose hitting on the nose. You know, where you punch someone right in the nose.
Oh. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So it's normally like a kind of traditional tetsuji shape.
Sure.
Two stones like a head, like a nose or
when
or
the two
whatever.
stones are short of liberties, right?
Right. So if we play this one, then the problem of white is that this attack is center.
Right.
And then connect. White can still kill these two stones, but in his position, he's winning right now. He doesn't want to take that risk.
Because now when black
the
cuts,
center group.
right? Now when black cuts, the center group might become a burden for white, and there's not a lot of places for it to run. The board is pretty full.
Right. He doesn't want to play. I mean, white probably can leave, but they seem to be too risky, right?
Right. Why take a risk?
Yeah. So. Oh yeah, it's just that. Right now it's just that.
It's too much of a risk for white to take these two stones out.
Yeah, two stone might be okay to save, but yeah, he played this one. If he played this one, still this attack is center.
Boom.
Yeah, boom.
Right.
And then he can still black can still play this one too. Right?
And he can still come back and escape.
And then,
that's right.
Right, and then the whole white group in the center is not totally alive.
Not totally alive. There's still a cut.
Still cutting point.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. There's still a cutting point at A and another one at J. Well, that variation's gone.
Oh yeah. So it's just that.
So he has to give up. So he has to give up on these two stones. So those two stones at H5 and H6 are basically like a free gift to black here.
Yeah, free gift, right, exactly. White didn't gain anything.
Right. Well, white did gain something. White got sente, because at least you can give the stones away for free, right?
Oh, right.
If you give someone a gift, you can at least take the next move to go somewhere else.
Yeah. So, yeah, black, just unexpectedly, gained at least like 4 points. I would say at least 4 points.
At least 4 points, but he needed 7. That's the problem. He needed to get at least Komi.
Yeah. Right, exactly. So, I believe white is still winning.
But he's closed the margin.
Yeah.
Right?
No, right. Yeah.
Right. Every little bit helps.
Right.
Okay, so now what we're looking at right here is when does black finally have to make his group on the left alive? Right? Because
right now this is alive. That's that was end game. Because these are all center.
That's right. So now he has at least
alive.
one eye there. I take it back.
Yeah, maybe he should. Yeah, he should push and then try to make more territory in the center. But
can he cut now
can
at
just play-
oh yeah, I guess the cut at 09.
Oh yeah.
Not that one. I'm looking at the wrong cut. It must be a very weak cut.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he played this one.
Right.
Okay, he played this one and then just leave. Yeah, that card is good too.
So
but that's still end game.
it's worth pointing out that Se-dol is in byo-yomi right now, so he has 5 1-minute byo-yomi periods, and it's hard to say. I mean, I don't think we have a time check. We can get a time check on the white, on Koje here, but it seems like Lee Sedol is the one who has the time pressure. Koje, I believe, has plenty of time left still.
So yeah, right now it's somewhat difficult to respond. Maybe he can just ignore it completely.
Mm-hmm. And keep.
Yeah, if he play this one, then he can play this one too.
And
So the center, no, black can increase the territory.
so
The
I was
center.
thinking that black would want to cut there at O9 instead of cutting at G8.
Oh, yeah, that one is not going to work
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, black and white can increase his territory too.
And so since that point at the end game is sort of like white is
Yeah,
increasing
and
his
then
territory
this
as
one
much
too.
as black is increasing his, and then since white can push in from the right, it doesn't actually help at
Right.
all. Right.
Yeah, right. So yeah, it doesn't. No, see, black's white has like his territory too, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it's better to make more territory here for white.
Right.
Did you play here? Okay. So yeah, definitely black gained some points. Let me
All
count.
right, we're gonna count
You
again.
know,
This is that exciting part of the game. You know, it's. I'm kind of.
maybe you should take it.
Yeah, you should take your time here to count. I think it's good that the players have sufficient time to count as often as they need to. For $260,000, you really don't want to see an end game where somebody, makes some sort of a mistake here. I almost feel like H5 and H6, if they prove to be the fatal mistakes, if Se-dol manages to catch up, that would be a real tough lesson there for Koje. Because it seems like you're quite right that H7 was not something that he anticipated. So if you're just joining us, thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew Jackson. This is Myungwon Kim, 9Dan Pro from the Korean Baduk Association. We're watching a game that's being played in Korea right now between Lee Sedol, who's the player on the left side of the logo you can see there. Lee Sedol, he's Korean 9 Pro. He's one of the winningest players of the 21st century. And Ko Jie is an 18-year-old phenom from China who's currently ranked number 1 in China. They're playing in the semifinals for the Samsung Cup, which is a tournament for over $250,000 US. This is a best 2 out of 3 series, and this is the first game. So you will see us again tomorrow night, and if they split the games, then you will see us a third time on Wednesday night right here. Hope you guys are enjoying. Myungwon, have you finished your count? No, then I will keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay. Yeah, I just finished.
Okay.
So black swelling, his territory a lot in the center. So it's almost 80 points. That's a lot.
Sure.
This is the first time he hit 80 points.
Right.
So and then you said like 60 points is enough to win.
That
something?
was a proverb I heard once. I don't know. It made a professional laugh really loudly when I say it, so I'm kind of walking back from that one right now. But yeah, 60 points to win.
Yeah, but 80 points, that's a lot.
Should be.
But white has 80 points almost.
Oh, so it's still leading by Comey.
Right, and then right now it's 80 points, so it's his turn, black's turn. So he can make some points in the center, but it's not going to be Comey.
He can't make Comey with, right?
You can't make Comey at the center.
Sure.
Yeah, white is still winning.
Still winning, and there's not a lot of room left on this board to make anything up.
No.
There's no more uncertainty. Everything's settled. There's not a lot of Aji left anywhere. Seems impossible.
Yeah. So it's it's done.
Okay. All right. So
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So
wait a minute.
Actually,
Okay.
No, it's not about the game.
Okay.
So when I gave live commentary,
Yeah.
I did it not here but back in Korea.
Yeah.
I was told that I'm not supposed to say like it's done, it's finished. Like that.
Sure.
You know why?
Why?
Because then the viewers will run away. They lose interest.
That's right. Can you imagine people? See now,
Yeah,
personally,
right. So I should make it so like intense
No,
and then very close. And then
I think it's actually more interesting because then once that's happened, people can now we can start talking about the interesting stuff, right? Like not all the interesting stuff, but like we've got the game sort of figured out. We can start talking about. So what do you think is going to happen in the next game? I have a question for you actually. Will the players alternate colors? Like, will Se Sedol have white?
Oh, yeah, they're changing.
So they'll change the colors. So Se Sedol is going to take
Right,
white.
they change the color. Right.
So, what does he do? What adjustments does he make coming out of this game to try and win the next one and force a game 3?
So I know Isidore, he's not going to sleep tonight,
Oh,
like all day.
yikes!
Yeah.
Well, that's probably not going to help
Yeah,
him get ready for the game tomorrow.
that's
will
not
it?
gonna help.
No.
That's not gonna help. But I thought it's going to hurt too because it's kind of you even if you don't sleep,
Right.
then you may stay awake. I mean, it's so important game.
Sure.
So yeah, he's going to analyze. Let me try to be Isidore right now.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So he's going to try to analyze and then review the game like all day, like all night long.
Right.
Of course, without go ball, he can do it.
Of course.
On his
Like
hand, on his
at this
hand,
level, you
of
can
course.
just picture the whole game all the time. Right?
Yeah, yeah, and then he tried to read like what he could have done in the upper side, but probably find then that he couldn't do anything. I mean, at that point,
Sure.
Again, when he played this on and then white played responded at that time, probably he thought the game is already over. I don't know how. Yeah, it's. Can I go
Yeah.
back?
Hold down shift. Hold down
anyways,
shift and click. If you hold down shift and click on
yeah,
on the stone, you'll go back there.
yeah. At this time,
Right.
yeah, move 94.
Right.
He probably find out that the game is already over here, right?
Sure.
Then he's going to come back, maybe something like this,
Mm-hmm.
and then right now it's difficult. In fact, maybe after before that, maybe around this area,
How about the tiger's mouth?
he can
No.
tiger's
Yeah.
mouth. Which one?
The one at N10.
N10.
Yeah, the tiger's mouth in the middle of the board.
Oh, right, yeah, that's like in the beginning. I mean,
Oh,
he's going to
Okay.
kind of thing like from the from the back of the game, going to the beginning. Oh, by the way, that's what professionals review
Okay.
after the game.
Yeah.
They don't review from the beginning. They review from the end.
You move from the end and you work your way backwards. Right.
Right, just they collect like some of the board, and then just try to review in that side only,
Right.
and then just go back, going backward,
Right.
like a retrospective.
Right. You start at the finish line and you work your way backwards to figure out where things went wrong.
Right. Yeah, and then he may think, okay, what can I do? Maybe he can think of like something like this one,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that he may think like this move, and then he may think like this move. But in my opinion, white black wasn't winning at all. Like I mean, there's not like a clear winning point.
There's no obvious
So-
mistake here where things went sideways, huh?
Right.
Hmm.
So that means if black like lost this game without any chance, that will bother him a lot.
Well, it would bother me if I lose a game and I can't figure out why. That's for sure. So, but the question, so it's one thing to go back and sort of figure out like the game you just played. Maybe I can find some way, to win the game that I just played. But that's not going to help him win tomorrow's game, right? So, is there something he can do to get himself in the right mindset for tomorrow? Like it's one thing to go back and rake yourself over the coals and agonize over the choices that you made here. But how does he get himself in the winning mood? I think he's I personally would be very comforted to see something like H5 H6, like to know that this guy can make mistakes, right? Like he didn't see the nose to Suji, right? So there might be other things that I can like that lets me know at least the person I'm playing is human, right? I'm not playing some killer robot.
But that one actually happened at the end of the game.
Too late.
No,
That's right.
the game was finished. So if game was like a close, then Koje probably didn't make the mistake. So it doesn't really help.
Okay.
So this is first game. So he tried to Isidore will try to analyze like his weakness and strength, but obviously the reading is his strength.
Lee Sedol, yes.
No. Koje.
Kojie's strength. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Koje's strength. I mean, Isedo's strength too, but Koje's reading kind of outperform at this game.
Huh. Okay.
Isedo's reading. So for tomorrow, if I were Isedo, I try to make no, but you cannot avoid fighting.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No, you can't.
You cannot
When it happens,
You can-
you have to. It's just one of those things that you'll have to deal with, right?
Right. So he'll try to. No, if I were Isedo, I try to make a very good, you know, the fighting position.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even if my reading was not like a superior to him, then if it's like the same, almost. I mean, Isedo's reading is excellent, it's very good, right?
Sure.
Even it's like a kind of same, then I can still win.
Right.
If I start from the very good position.
Right.
That would be my strategy. Oh, by the way, this move is so big.
Which one?
The last one. This one.
Oh, T2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why he played. Oh, his end game is very good too. So he played this one. It's losing move. Do you see this exchange? Yeah, that's a loss.
For
Right?
white or for black?
For white.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a loss. Comparing to white just play this one and black play whatever in the center.
Sure.
But black can play this one. This is 4 points.
Okay.
By itself, because comparing what white played this one.
Mm-hmm. But
Comparing this one, there's 4 points
right,
difference.
S1 is 4 points for black, right?
3, 4, right?
Right.
That is big enough, but it can make this call. I mean, that one is somewhat like a variable, and that's the intention.
Can you show us the code?
Black, yeah. So black, let's say white play somewhere, and then black play here,
Mm-hmm.
and then cut,
Sure.
and then this is call. But this one is so much like a big burden to black too.
Right, because if black loses, he
But-
loses a lot.
Right. But what can he lose? mean,
Right, he can't
he's
lose the
lost.
game twice.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, he had to count like a quarter. I mean, if black played this one, that's white didn't lose anything.
Sure.
Because white can connect from here. Right. White didn't lose anything. So white lost 1 point here,
Mm-hmm.
1 point here,
Mm-hmm.
but white can push up at 2. So white's territory and black territory, if you sum up, it stays same.
Okay.
As if black played just like this one and this one.
Right.
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 But yeah, he doesn't want to take the risk, and then he doesn't want to even count the number of quarters. That's what happens. So
So just get the code
yeah, he
completely
played
off the
this
board.
one.
Right.
Right now, this one doesn't work because look at this. This connection is center.
Ah.
Yeah, it is not core.
So now he's taking the ko away by making that endgame move first.
Right. If that one is like a center too, somehow, black probably should play. Black, I think black really want to play this one, make this exchange. If he has time.
Mm-hmm. He has to find the way to make that
But-
exchange first. Right.
Right. Make this exchange. Definitely this one is good exchange. It's so yeah, 2 points difference, right?
Mhm.
There's pretty big difference.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course, in their level, they read all the number of core threads, right?
Sure. I mean, you would take the time now to do the co-threads.
So I guess the core threads. Yeah, it's not enough for
There's
black.
a lot of co-threads there for white.
Yeah.
And even black's dead group on the top doesn't have very many co-threads at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then seems like this one is core thread too. Black looks like a bigger than white.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I believe they counted a call set. So black didn't make that call. So now white playing connecting this one first,
Mm-hmm.
then that is gone.
Got it.
Oh, they play very fast. I mean, both of them know
Both of them know the end
the
game,
reach.
and they know the result.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
So.
So yeah, back to Se-dol.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I kind of like him. Even though I lost. If you lose to someone at the tournament, then you kind of root on him. Do you have the kind of mindset?
Which one? That you lose? I'm sorry. What do you mean?
If you lose to someone,
Right.
then you wish him to keep winning.
Like you have a momentum.
Because that kind of relief you're losing. I mean, you can say, oh, I lost to like a strong player.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he keep winning, so you don't really feel that bad. I mean, I had that kind of mindset.
Hmm. I think
When
with amateur players, I think they like to make bad moves at the beginning because it's a high pressure to have the game be on balanced. Like if it's an even game where both sides are very equal, you don't want to overplay,
Mhm,
you don't want to underplay, and so there's a lot of pressure to
mhm,
stay on the knife's edge, right? Whereas if you
mhm.
can quickly establish, okay, now I'm losing, I can relax, right? Like I can take it easy because I'm behind now, right?
That's kind of new to me.
Well, it's not a very productive attitude. I'd like to point out that's a amateur only thing. Like, why would
uh,
you ever want to
oh
fall
yeah.
behind, right? It's a bad idea.
Oh right,
So,
right, right. Yeah.
but I think it's also one of the reasons why people will play trick plays and stuff, right? Is because they want to. If it works, they're ahead and they can
Mm,
relax, and if it doesn't work, they're behind and they can relax. So
mm,
So
okay.
so I understand what you're saying. Where like if you've lost a game, you can say, "Oh, it's a stronger player." I can,
Right, right, right,
I
right,
can
right.
sort of
Yes.
that was what was supposed to happen, right?
Right.
But would Lee Sedol
But
think
yeah,
that?
Koji plays very well. It's very surprising.
Hmm. Hmm.
To me, when I look at Isedon,
Mm-hmm.
for the first time, yeah, he wasn't that strong, but later, what surprised me the most about Isedor's game
Mm-hmm.
was that his move was so difficult to predict.
Hmm.
So for all the professionals, I could predict like 80%,
Mm-hmm.
at least like their moves was one of my variation.
Right.
But Isedon's move, like only 50%, 50%
Wow.
of his move were not even my variation, like a possible variation.
Huh.
But looking at this game, his moves, this one, this one, and this one,
Uh huh.
and then, yeah, these are so unexpected.
Huh.
I couldn't even find any clue
To look there.
when he played. Yeah, right.
Huh.
I couldn't imagine those moves.
Wow.
But yeah, of course, when he played that move, then I can read up,
Sure.
right? But that's completely different, level,
Mm-hmm.
and then different, the reading.
Mm-hmm.
It requires much higher standard,
Mm-hmm.
to play those kind of moves. And then it comes from, I was talking about like a sixth sense, but in fact that's practice. By practice you can read, you can kind
You can
of,
develop that
you know,
intuition.
you know right,
Hmm.
yeah, that intuition, right. So for Isedor's game, again, I'm close to him, but I don't really see that kind of move at this game.
Hmm. So do you think? So do you
So
think he'll be more relaxed going into tomorrow's game? Now that this game is out of the way.
no, it's going to be very severe fighting too.
Hmm. But
Yeah,
I
he
mean
cannot avoid
his
fighting.
attitude, not the game will be more relaxed, but that
Oh, okay, okay.
or is
Whose attitude? Isador?
Isidol's, yeah.
Oh no, he never like a
Can't
relaxed.
ever do that.
Whenever he played.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, all I can say would be it's going to be a very tough game for
I
Isador
see.
tomorrow too.
I see. Well, it looks
Yeah.
like the game is over. It looks like Black has resigned.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
And we have some illustrious guests on the stream chatting with us. Jenny Shen, Tudan Pro from China, said that the game was white by 1 or 2 points, uh, one and a
Oh,
half or 2.5
mm-hmm.
points. And Hajini just
Oh,
just let us know that Black resigned. So thank you out there. I appreciate that.
okay.
So okay, I guess
Uh,
that's it for tonight. Myungwon, thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate the commentary.
thank you.
Um,
Yeah, thank you very much.
it's my pleasure. And
Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah, I appreciate to you too because if you are not doing this one, I couldn't think about doing this one too.
well,
I mean, I don't have any technical support, and I mean, I don't have that knowledge. So
well, there's plenty for.
thank you.
Yeah, well, it's my pleasure. I'm glad I can help. We also made make this happen with a whole team of folks. So we had Dennis Wheeler was our scribe who was transmitting the games, so that we could see them on KGS. We also had Steve Colburn helping out with moderation, and Xiao Chong, Stephen Hu, X Hu, helped us out with the graphics and the logos that you saw here. So thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciated your having us with us.
Oh yeah, one
Oh
more.
yeah, go for it by all means.
Uh, yeah, Korean Amateur Baduk
Yeah,
Association
Kaba.
and Korean Baduk Association. They're like Kaba.
I was
Yeah,
getting there. I was
they're like
getting there.
basically.
You beat me to it. I was getting there though. Yeah, we couldn't do this without the
Yeah.
support of the KBA and the KABA,
Oh,
as
okay.
well as the Samsung Cup for having a tournament like this that draws this amazing talent from all over the world. So huge thanks to everyone involved. Tomorrow night we'll be back 7:30. If Se-dol wins tomorrow, then we'll also be back on Wednesday night. Either way, I'll see you guys tomorrow 7:30. We'll do the same thing as usual as we did tonight, where you'll be able to see Myungwon's variation board as he explores it ahead of the show starting at 7:30. And then at 7:30, we'll dive into some of the variations and we'll see what happens. If you have any feedback, let us know, leave us a comment. And I guess that's it. We'll be signing off. Thanks all. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.